Have you ever wondered how global tensions can escalate through naval power play? Take Iran's Alborz warship, for instance. Now, this isn't just any ship. The Alborz is a vessel that has recently entered the Red Sea, navigating its way through the strategic Bab al-Mandeb Strait, a waterway of significant importance. Why, you might ask? Well, a whopping 12% of global trade passes through this strait, making it a bustling artery of international commerce. The Iranian military hasn't offered specific reasons for the Alborz's deployment, but it's worth noting that their vessels have been operating in this area since 2009. The stated aim: to secure shipping lanes and repel pirates, among other purposes. This isn't just about flexing military muscle, it's about ensuring the safety and security of a vital global trade route. But let's not downplay the significance of this move. The Red Sea is a hotbed of geopolitical tension, and the presence of a warship like the Alborz can't be ignored. So, the entry of the Alborz into these waters is not just a simple naval maneuver, but a strategic one that carries significant implications. Now, you might be wondering, how did the world react to this move? Well, let's delve into the international responses, with a particular focus on the United States and Britain. Following Iran's strategic deployment of the Alborz warship in the Red Sea, the United States took swift action. In early December, it established a multinational naval task force. This move was not just a reaction to the Alborz entering the Red Sea, but also a response to a wave of missile and drone attacks by Yemen's Iran-aligned Houthi rebels on merchant vessels. The creation of this multinational naval task force was seen as a clear demonstration of the United States' intent to maintain freedom of navigation and security in this globally significant waterway. On the other side of the Atlantic, Britain's reaction was equally decisive. Britain's Defense Secretary, Grant Shapps, declared that Britain was willing to take direct action against the Houthis. This strong statement signaled Britain's commitment to deter threats to freedom of navigation in the Red Sea, a sentiment echoing the stance of the United States. Moreover, Britain's Foreign Secretary David Cameron entered into discussions with his Iranian counterpart, Hossein Amir-Abdollahian, about the escalating tensions in the Red Sea. During these conversations, Cameron emphasized Iran's shared responsibility in preventing further attacks. He highlighted Tehran's long-standing support for the Houthis, a factor that cannot be overlooked when discussing the current situation. In response, Abdollahian criticized the double standards of some Western countries. He highlighted the ongoing war in Gaza, stating that the Israeli regime cannot be allowed to set the region on fire. Clearly, the entry of the Alborz has set off a chain of reactions, further escalating the already tense situation. The ripple effects of this move are felt far and wide, and the world waits with bated breath to see how this geopolitical chess game will unfold. But what is the bigger picture here? How does this tie into the global stage? Well, for starters, the entry of the Alborz into the Red Sea must be viewed against the backdrop of the recent regional tensions, particularly the Israel-Hamas conflict that began in October of this year. This war has not only caused widespread devastation, but has also sent ripples across the global stage, leading to heightened tensions and uncertainties. Now, let's take a moment to dive deeper into Iran's stance in all this. Iran has been accused by the United States of being deeply involved in the Houthi attacks. However, Iran has categorically denied these allegations, asserting that the Houthi rebels were acting independently. This denial, though, is not the end of the story. Iran's Foreign Secretary, Hossein Amir-Abdollahian, has voiced criticism against what he perceives as the double standards of some Western countries. He argues that the Israeli regime cannot be allowed to set the region on fire with the Gaza war. This stance is not just a simple critique, it is a clear indication of the complexities and intricacies of the geopolitics in the region. It is also crucial to understand that these regional tensions and conflicts are not confined within their geographical boundaries. They have the potential to impact the global stage, particularly considering the strategic importance of the Red Sea. Approximately 12% of global trade passes through this region. Any disturbance in this waterway could have significant implications for international trade and global economic stability. Furthermore, the presence of the Alborz in the Red Sea also has implications for global security. The United States set up a multinational naval task force in the Red Sea in response to the recent attacks on merchant vessels. The Alborz entering these waters at such a time further complicates the situation and could potentially escalate the already heightened tensions. So the entry of the Alborz into the Red Sea is not just a regional issue, but a global one, with potential implications for trade, security, and geopolitics. To sum up, the entry of Iran's Alborz warship into the Red Sea through the strategic Bab al-Mandeb Strait has certainly created waves. This move, amidst the backdrop of escalating tensions, has provoked a variety of reactions from different countries. The United States, for instance, has formed a multinational naval task force in response. On the other hand, Britain has expressed its willingness to take direct action against the Houthis to safeguard navigation in the Red Sea. The larger geopolitical implications are also significant, especially considering that 12% of global trade passes through this route. One thing is clear, the ripples from the Alborz entering the Red Sea are being felt far and wide, and the world is watching closely.